Okay, today I'm going to show you how to do the story pyramid exercise worksheet. I'm going to do the first side with you, the Iron Giant plot summary, to give you an idea of how to do it, and then you'll do the other side, the Shrek plot summary, on your own. First, obviously, you need to read the story, the Iron Giant, and then I would suggest going through it again to fill in the parts of the plot. So after reading it, I need to determine the exposition, which would be any background information I'm given. Stories always start that way. So after reading it, I determine that there is a little boy who's the main character. Hogarth, he's a kid and he's 9 years old, so I know that we have a child as our main character. And then the first thing that happens is he finds a robot. The first thing that happens is he finds a robot. After he hears a big crash behind his house. Okay, after that, we need to identify what other events happen leading up to that. You might notice on your worksheet a part that we haven't talked about before. It's called inciting incident. And an inciting incident is what starts the problem. And so we're going to fill that in also in our chart here. So the rising action, well, the robot follows him home. And I'm just going in order of the events in the story. So he follows him home, they're friends. The robot learns to speak and learns with the little boy. And then we start to identify the inciting incident. We're introduced to Kent Mansley, who's a government agent, and he wants to destroy the robot because he sees it as a threat. So that would be my inciting incident. Because you know that's the start of a problem. That's going to lead to a conflict. The fact that he wants to destroy this robot. There's going to be a problem with that between the boy and Kent. And so another event that happens is, to destroy the robot, Kent sends a missile, which might hit the town. Okay? And that's still part of the rising action. These are all the events that lead up to our big climax. And in this case, the kind of high emotional point or turning point in the story is when the Iron Giant sacrifices himself to save the city. He sacrifices himself to save the city. And so then as a result of that, always following action is the result of the climax. As a result of that, they build a statue in his honor. Actually, no, as a result of that, he saves the town. He saves the town and he dies, basically. And as a result of that, or as a kind of final tie-up, they build a statue in his honor, and we learn at the end that he's reassembling himself somewhere else. Okay? Resolution is always just tying up loose ends, finishing up anything that was had begun in the story. So here's kind of a diagram of what you should come up with at the end of your story. They don't include resolution on the worksheet. They call it something else. They call it denouement. I can't pronounce it, but anyway, it's just another fancy word for saying resolution. So when you do the back of the worksheet, you'll do resolution instead. Okay, good luck on your homework assignment, and we'll go through it tomorrow.